In this video, I will show you how to make a platform that the player can pass through and land on. To create our platform, we're going to start by going to the plus button up here to add a new scene. In the left-hand inspector, we're going to add a new animatable body 2D. And for our animatable body, we are going to give it, so right-click, add child node, we need to give it a sprite 2D, and we're also going to give it a collision shape 2D. Now, first of all, let's sort out our sprite. So if we select the sprite here, we're going to add the texture. So in my assets, I'm going to the Brackeys tutorial assets, sprites folder, and I'm going to grab the platforms file and drag it into my sprite. Now, if I press F to center and zoom in, we can see that my sprite at the moment has 4 platforms in it, and I only want one of them. So to fix this, on the right-hand side in my inspector of the sprite, I'll go to region, I'll click enabled, then I will click edit region. Now what we can do is we can zoom in with our mouse wheel here, and we can drag these points around the platform we want to keep. We can also up here click on snap mode to pixel snap so that the edges will snap nicely for us. And if I zoom in, I'm going to carefully drag the points so that they align with the edges of the platform. That looks good, so I will close this now. And now the platform that I want is the one that is selected. Now we'll sort out our collider. So if we select collision shape 2D on the left and then go to shape, we will do a new rectangle shape 2D. And again, we're just going to drag this collision shape around the boundaries of our platform. This looks good to me, so I'm going to go back over to the left to our animatable body 2D and rename it to platform. Now I'll press Ctrl S to save and make sure we save that in the scenes folder. Now I'm going to go back to my level. I will open my scenes folder and I can now drag in my platform. So I'm going to place it here. And now I'll run my game and go check out my new platform. So here's our platform. Now we can jump on top of it, but unlike what we might usually expect, we are hitting the bottom of the platform. But I would quite like to be able to pass through the platform. Now doing this in Godot is super easy. If we go back to our platform scene, click on our collider or collision shape 2D, and then we're just going to click on this button here to enable one-way collision. And that down arrow there means that we're only going to collide with this if we're coming from above it. So we'll save this, and if I go run the game now, then I can pass over and through my platform. However, one thing I'm not liking right now is you might notice as well that my player is hiding behind the background here. So when we pass through the platform, we're going behind it, but I want the player to be in front of it. And the same goes for my level here. I don't want my player's body to look like it's going behind the level. Again, we have a nice simple fix for this. Now to fix this, we're going to use something called a Z index. Now what this is if I go onto anything, so let's say I go onto the tile map, if we go down to ordering here, we'll see we have this value Z index, which is currently 0. If I go onto my player and look at the ordering, it is also on 0. Now the Z index controls the order in which nodes will be drawn or display on the screen. So if you have a higher Z index value, that means that's going to be the last thing to be drawn to the screen, so it'll be on top of everything else. So therefore, what I'll do is I'll go to my player, I will make sure I'm on my animated sprite 2D, I'm going to go to its ordering and I'm going to set its Z index value to something higher than 0. I'm going to make it 5 so that we're a few layers above, just in case we've got anything else at any point we want to add. Now, if we run the game again, we'll see that we now pass in front of the platform rather than going behind it. And likewise, if we run to the edge of our level, we also find that our player is on top of it now. Now, in the next video, I'll show how we can add a moving platform so that we can get ourselves across this big gap here.